Russian President Vladimir Putin convened the Security Council amid escalating US nuclear rhetoric. Moscow stressed it remains committed to the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, but warned that any US testing could trigger adequate response actions. FSB Director Alexander Bortnikov called the situation complex, requiring careful analysis before decisions.
I instruct the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Russian Defense Ministry, special services and relevant civilian departments to do everything possible to gather additional information on this issue, to analyze it on the platform of the Security Council, and to make agreed proposals on the possible start of work on the preparation of nuclear weapons tests. Let us proceed from that.
Presidential spokesperson Dmitry Peskov emphasized that Russia's nuclear modernization is systematic work that began long ago and is not part of an arms race. He reiterated that Russia will not act unless other countries conduct nuclear tests first.
This is a systematic work that is not related to the current situation. You understand that it's impossible to achieve such breakthrough technologies as our new one in just a few years. This work began long ago. Therefore, we do not participate in any arms race. Our nuclear triad has been updated. It is, in fact, the newest nuclear triad in the world. A great deal of work has been done to ensure our safety. The necessity to reliably guarantee it, the correctness of those decisions made long before, is confirmed by the current situation.
Peskov confirmed communication between Prime Minister Mishustin and Chinese President Xi Jinping, signaling close coordination with Beijing as global nuclear tensions rise. Analysts say Moscow's careful public posture contrasts with intensive private preparations. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump claimed the US military is the strongest by far in the world, boasting superior missiles, rockets, and nuclear capabilities, and announced a $1 trillion investment in armed forces this year.
We have the strongest military by far in the world. We make the best equipment, the best missiles, the best rockets, the best everything. We redid our nuclear. We're the #1 nuclear power, which I hate to admit because it's so horrible. It's such a horrible situation if it ever has to be used. Russia's second. China's a distant third, but they'll catch us within 4 or 5 years. They want to catch us, and they'll be able to catch us. And we're maybe working on a plan to denuclearize the three of us. So we'll see if that works. But we have the strongest military anywhere in the world by far. We're investing $1 trillion in the United States Armed Forces this year. It's the biggest amount we've ever invested.
Trump defended his Truth Social post on resuming nuclear testing, saying, "Many years ago, we halted testing, but with others doing testing, I think it's appropriate that we do also." On specifics, he added, "It'll be announced. You know, we have test sites. It'll be announced."
Why did you write your Truth Social about nuclear testing? What about resuming nuclear testing? What prompted you to do that right before the meeting?
It had to do with others. They seem to all be nuclear testing.
Russia?
We have more nuclear weapons than anybody. We don't do testing. You know, we've halted it many years ago. But with others doing testing, I think it's appropriate that we do also.
Any details around the testing, sir? Like where, when?
It'll be announced. You know, we have test sites. It'll be announced.
Trump framed nuclear readiness as a deterrent. Wars that never end, we just sometimes don't fight to win, highlighting US dominance while keeping global rivals guessing about intent. Moscow sought clarification from Washington through diplomats, but US officials avoided a substantive response, leaving Russian intelligence to analyze ambiguous signals from the US National Security Council and State Department.
Our diplomatic colleagues inquired what specifically was meant in the statement made the day before regarding the instruction given to the Pentagon by the U.S. leader about immediately transitioning to testing nuclear weapons and requested clarifications from the NSC and State Department. To which representatives of both the White House and the U.S. State Department evaded substantive reaction and assured that they would report the information upward and would contact the Russian side if it is deemed necessary to provide an explanation on the substance of the questions raised by Russian diplomats.
Experts warn that Trump's statements, combined with Washington's opacity, risk destabilizing the fragile strategic balance. Analysts emphasize that any miscalculation could rapidly escalate tensions between the world's two leading nuclear powers.